Hey, this is Kenny Torbush with Keller Williams Realty. I just want to wish everybody a happy holiday, Memorial Day. Hope everybody gets off of work. I hope everybody is just really thankful for everybody that sacrificed for our freedom, in the United States and around the world, and then also, you know, this is a special Memorial Day as far as people just really putting themselves out there on the line. All the healthcare workers, all the essential workers, everybody in retail, you know, just everybody that's out there, the mail carriers, the people that that work for MARTA here in Atlanta, just everybody that's out there, just keeping things going. We really appreciate you. I think I speak for everybody. Say we really appreciate just keeping everything going. Um, Tonight, I wanted to talk a little bit about how does it look when you sell your home, when you list your home on the MLS, when you put your home on the market with the agent like myself. You know, the first thing that I would do is I would want to make an appointment with you to see your house, to take a look at it and everything, and take a walk through, let you just tell me all about your house, all about the features, everything that you like about it, and just really show me how it shines, and just put the best foot forward, and we can just really talk about it. Then after that, um, then we could talk a little bit about pricing. I would come prepared with a CMA, a comparison market analysis, just showing all the comparables in the market, everything that is in a close proximity, that's sold, that's pretty comparable, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, all of that stuff, and we kind of see what all of that is looking like. We get 3 to 5 really solid ones. There's certain situations, if you live, way out, isolated, you don't have many neighbors, you have a special feature that other people's might not have. You have to kind of go on that. You might have to expand the search. You might have to expand the comparables. You might have to, expand the criteria a little bit. You try to keep it as close as possible. The best case scenario is if you got, a big neighborhood, you got, five that sold, recently. There you go, right there. You don't want to go any further. The neighborhood is the closest thing. There might be a neighborhood across the street, like where I live. There's a neighborhood, across the street is a different price point than the neighborhood that's right next to me on the same side. So, in the same neighborhood is the best, and even within the neighborhood, sometimes, you got the different, choices, the different floor plans, the different square footage, and in my neighborhood is no different. And so you just want to keep it as close as possible. And, I will have looked at all of that, beforehand, and coming in and just getting a real solid comparable, and ultimately all of this is your decision as the seller. I'm just here to assist you and advise you, where to kind of come in and just kind of guide you, but ultimately it's your decision. So we go through that, and try to come up with a number. You don't necessarily have to do it right there, but we kind of discuss it, and it may be for further discussion to kind of think about it. With the special features, how we're gonna adjust the price. For a pool, for a deck, for a finished basement, for this, for that. That some of the other homes might not have. We have to think about that and make sure we're coming in at the right price. Um, then after that, we may decide, this is always, I may suggest, we may need a professional cleaning. You may want to do some staging. You may want to take some professional pictures. These are all things that I would suggest, especially as you go more to the high end. It becomes more of an expectation And then on the lower end, it's kind of a luxury, and you want to maybe stay on budget. Um, but those are some of the things to consider. And even with the really high end, you want to get the drone shots of like the whole estate, the whole property, so you can kind of see that full house, kind of shot. So that's part of the photography as you get into more of the high end, and do the walkthrough tour. That's something that's really powerful right now, especially with people, not being able to go and tour their houses like they could in the past. That's something that's really powerful, to kind of show people, what it is. And the sellers are really helping because, we're trying to keep as safe as possible, as little people as possible. And some people don't want anybody in there. So they're taking some of the pictures, they're doing some of the walkthroughs, they're talking through it, and everything that they need to do. So, just to keep as many people out of there as possible. So that's kind of the first couple of steps, kind of get it ready, if it needs to be staged, if it needs to be cleaned, um, and everything. And then we go to work as far as the marketing piece. And the marketing piece, that's, the number one thing is the MLS. That's officially listing it on the market. That's the whole thing. So, you do that, but there's a whole lot of other stuff that we do too. But the listing is, it's kind of for like, it's the official for all of us agents. So once we list it, it kind of cues every other agent in that might have a buyer, whether it's in my office with the Keller Williams guys, or, Coldwell Banker or Metro Brokers or whoever it is. Everybody sees it after that. And if they got a buyer, then they can see, okay, this just listed. And if they're like me, they're looking at the new stuff that comes on the market every day. You know, we know exactly what's coming on the market, down here in Henry, Clayton, Spalding, Fayette. If it's new, if it's sold, if it went under contract, these are things that we're looking at. We're looking at all the new ones every day. So, wow, that's selling for this, a price change. We're looking at all of it. So, we want to be very familiar with that. So the other guys are doing the same thing. They say, oh, well, this is new. This is, so-and-so address. It looks pretty, you got all the pictures here. I might have a buyer for that. So that's the first thing that's going to trigger. Also, we do Zillow. That's the number one site where most people go, just to search a house. I do it. When I pull up a house, you can see pictures in the thing. Immediately it comes up. First for the line item on the Google search. So you definitely want to be there. And the other ones, Trulia, Realtor.com is a good one, and then all of them, Redfin. There's a bunch of them that you get all of them. All of those, like, in the similar ones. And then also we hit social media. We can put the post up. Then also we can do paid ads, that stretch the eyeballs that are actually on it. You can target a certain area. You can target certain interests on Facebook. So you can really zero in. And the good thing about Facebook is it's super cost effective. So that's kind of the cheapest ad going. Then you can also do Google ads, to get it to, jump in the search if you're searching for, Henry County real estate, or, whatever it is, to kind of jump in those search results. You can pay for that as well. The main thing that a lot of people that don't think about that are doing their home search, by themselves. I mean, they're selling their home by themselves, for sale by owner, is that when I get it as an agent, I'm passing it to all my other agents in the office, however many, like 200 agents in my office. So, hey, do you guys got to buy? And, we got all the Facebook groups, Stockbridge, Keller Williams, Stockbridge, put it right there and say, hey, I got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Stockbridge, Eagles Landing area, 175,000, 2,000 square feet. Do you have any interested buyers? And then, they jump on it right away, and they might already have someone pre-qualified and everything. So we throw it to all the other agents. That's one of the huge advantages of actually listing with the agent that you wouldn't get by yourself. In addition to listing with the MLS, where you get all agents on the entire exchange to jump on it, and they see it. If they, especially if they're in your area, you know, real estate is local. So if it's a McDonough house, all the Henry County guys are gonna jump on it. They're gonna know what the deal is, and you're gonna get some traffic on that. And so that's one of the big things. So you definitely you get everything going with that, and then so the big thing, I know I was leaving something out. So the huge thing also that you get with the agent is the whole phenomenon of the open house. The open house is an event all by itself. So you get everything going. You get everything going on Zillow. You get everything going on the MLS. You feed it to all your agents who hopefully already have buyers. They always have buyers, but they do have a specific buyer for what you want, and so you get that going. Then you get the open house going, and in this climate, the open house has been hurt a little bit. We can still do the virtual open house, and we do that, and it still has a big effect. But normally, what you do in the open house, you hit the neighborhood and you say, okay, open house is going to be on so and so date. It's going to be, next Saturday. Okay, we canvass the whole neighborhood, knock on doors, flyers. Okay, did you guys hear? There's an open house over here. So and so address is going up for sale. We really like you to come. If you're interested, if you know anybody, anybody that might be interested, please tell them to come. If you want to come and just check it out, we'll have refreshments and everything. And if you just want to walk the house, maybe you've been interested, to see how your neighbor's house look. It's very common, for people just to come in from the neighborhood, and for buyers to matriculate from the neighborhood. It's a lot of people that they have relatives from out of town and want to place them right in the same neighborhood. So there's a lot of interested people in that neighborhood. So that's the first place you go. Knock on doors, pass out flyers, and everything like that. Also, you got the signage, sign in the yard, sign on the street, sign in the coming up to it, sign in the the front of the neighborhood, pointing to it. You want to direct those people that are just driving around. They might be interested. Wow, this looks like a great neighborhood. Oh wow, there's that house for sale, and there's an open house today, or there's an open house on Saturday. So maybe you just pencil it in on your calendar. So that's definitely something that you want to try to capture, all that foot traffic, and from the neighborhood, your nosy neighbors or whatever, they might have a little cousin or somebody from out of town that wants to move to Atlanta. There's always people from other cities that want to move to Atlanta, so it's very common. And then also you schedule it on Facebook. You blow it up, on social media, on your site. You push it to the other guys, again, the other people in your office. You tell them to bring their buyers, everybody bring their buyers. And so you want this thing to go crazy. The whole idea is you put it everywhere, and you feed it to all your agents with all their buyers. And the idea is for you to get a lot of traffic. The idea is for you to get a lot of offers. The idea is for you to get that highest price and get it sold in a super short period of time at the highest price possible. And that's very possible right now with real estate going quickly in like 2 weeks, like it's gone. And people getting the price that they want because there's a short supply right now. So if a house goes up and it's quality and it's priced right, then you're getting offers. You're getting full price, and you're getting it sold quick. So there's none of that sitting. If your house is sitting, then you need to kind of look at where you're at. And like these for sale by owner people, if their house has been sitting 152 days or whatever, they might have fell in love with a certain price and like, okay, well, I don't really have any urgency. I would just wait for that price. Well, if that's their situation, I respect that, and that's fine. But what you need to do if you need it gone quick is get that full force marketing. You come with the staging, the cleaning, the photography, the open houses, the power of the agents and the MLS and everything behind it, and it's just and it's lockstep with each other. All of it's happening all at once, and it's just like boom, like and it's just a lot of exposure all at once, and and you just kind of flood the market with that, like alert, like this house is up for sale, and it's a great house too. Let me show you. Here's the walkthrough. Here's the video tour. Here's the virtual open house. All of it together. Along with the Facebook ads, with the Zillow, with the everything. So that's how you really want to just just blow it up and really get you the highest price possible. So that's a little bit about how the listing process works, and that's a little bit about how our mindset as agents is, behind that, just trying to give you a lot of muscle and just put that exclamation point, just put the entire best foot forward, and just get people to see the charm of your house, like you've been living there and you love it, and we want to just give that to other people and say, wow, this is what's a love. You could live here and you could have some great years here, and raise your kids here, and that's exactly the whole message we want to send across. Like this is a great place. So and we just want to you just put it in all caps for people to see, and just send that out to people. So and we're in the heat of selling season. So is definitely going on. I was just looking at the sold properties and all the ones that have went under contract just today. So it's definitely not stopping. So that's a little bit about if you're interested in listing your property, or you need a little help with the process to kind of get some buzz on your property. Could definitely help with all of that stuff, or just for education. Like, how does this work? Like, what value do these agents add? Do they just collect a check? It's like, oh wow, they're getting however many percentage on the sale, but what do they even do? They just collect the money? Like, no. So we definitely put the legwork in to just make that big exclamation point for you. So hopefully that helped a little bit. Doing videos every week, so stay tuned, subscribe, like. I appreciate everybody that's supporting, and you guys have a great week. Thank you.